rings and diamond chains. Yeah, got me feeling like an underground king. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sipping drink and candy paint. Yeah, got me feeling like an underground king. I can't complain. Nah, pimping hoes from state to state. Damn, got me feeling like an underground king.
Hey, yo, what's going down? I'm OD, and this is Slump Sessions, the show that is the culture. This episode is brought to you by FishScale84. Head over to FishScale84.com, copy your fit, and Reneka App Builders. Head over to Reneka App Builders, copy an app, get you a website, step your app game up. We got, man,
Earl the Monarch, a.k.a. the Quiet Mac.
The Quiet Mac, Earl the Monarch, and who do we got over here?
Got Shawn Keith, a.k.a. Wavy Shawn.
Wavy Shawn Keith.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, we had to get Earl back in the building.
Hell yeah.
We had to get Shawn back for the first time.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how y'all doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Chilling.
Chilling.
Man.
Trying to stay busy.
You know what I'm saying? Cooling. You know what I'm saying? Other than this Houston traffic, I ain't complaining.
Man, Houston traffic is always something to complain about, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's ridiculous. They got fucking highways shut down on the weekends, and then motherfuckers trying to get to rodeos, and
Hell yeah.
it's bad. It's bad. I got stuck on traffic on my way up here. Man, so y'all got a collab project called No Fear out right now.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Go cop that on all major platforms right now. You know what I'm saying? iTunes, Spotify, Pick Your Poison.
Pick your poison, man. It's good. I listened to it. I've been listening to it for the past few weeks since we set up the interview.
Yeah.
I've been jamming it, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate it. Yeah, much love.
So, Earl, we had you in here last time. If you haven't seen the interview, go check it out. I'm gonna put the links to that one in the bottom.
Definitely.
Earl the Monarch interview was dope. Shawn, we haven't had you in here. We gotta figure out where you came from, man.
Well, born and raised, Port Arthur, Texas. Moved to Houston maybe about 10 years ago. Southwest side of Houston took me in, kind of showed me how Houston functions. So I kind of grew with a few people from that side of town, started making music and whatnot. Been doing music maybe about 6 or 7 years. After that, kind of just maneuvered my way as far as finding people to work with. And I've been doing Earl since, 6th grade. And, you know what I'm saying, when we saw he was doing music, I was like, oh, it's only right. I got to reach out to him. And you know what I'm saying, we reached out, did a few singles. After that, he was like, man, let's do a project. Worked on a project and got that done in no time. So, you know what I'm saying, I always been around music. Music always caught my ear. Always been something I've been interested in. I started with poetry. Started doing poetry maybe around 12, 13. Turned that into music around 16. So, you know what I'm saying, that's how it started for me.
At 12 and 13, what kind of drew you to poetry? I mean, not a lot of 12 and 13-year-olds are looking into poetry.
I was going through a lot of stuff at the time, believe it or not, 12 or 13 years old.
Yeah.
Growing up without my pops, you know what I'm saying, he was locked up at the time. Coming up in a single mother home, you know what I'm saying, you have your own personal problems under the household. Then coming up in an apartment complex I came in, of course, you have your issues you run into with certain people out there. So I resorted to writing certain things onto paper and stuff. And rather than doing it with music, I was doing it outside of music and doing it in a more of a poetic way.
Okay. Did you grow up like in a musical house? Was your mom or anything kind of into music, or was it just all?
No, not my mom's. My pops more so. He was more so into music. He was kind of in the 90s, kind of was a person that was reaching out to getting artists. Like he had people like Outkast, Mystical come out to Port Arthur and do shows and stuff for them when they was in like high school and freshly from graduating high school. So he's been kind of hands-on with music, and now he's a DJ. So, but other than that, nobody else really did music. But my grandparents always played music, Motown hits and stuff like that. So I always had an ear for music like that as well.
So about that time you were doing poetry and stuff and starting to get into the music, what were your actually like influences in the music and stuff?
Main things I was kind of dissecting and observing was different type of flows. Artist-wise, it was kind of along the Outkast, Kendrick Lamar, TDE type of vibe I was looking at and observing. Kind of feel like I dissected that to kind of find which lane I kind of wanted to be in as far as what my message was going to be. And I kind of feel my message is kind of just being conscious and kind of opening your eyes and opening your mind to different things and being aware of what's going on around you. So that's part of my message. Of course, we're still finding ourselves. But as far as where I'm at now, I feel that's where I'm currently at.
Okay, so you definitely feel like portraying a message and you know, having a whole backing story to each song and kind of that's all important.
Exactly.
Do you think nowadays in music that's kind of lost, or?
I won't say lost. You know, music changes, so you kind of go with the wave of what's going on. But like I feel right now the vibe is kind of more so getting people to, I guess, if you want to say turn up or be crunk, lift spirits, whatever you want to call it. That's kind of the vibe of what music is on right now. Me personally, I feel like, you know, like me on our No Fear project, we kind of adapted into that to let people know, you know, we can do that as well outside of the music that we are doing. And I feel people kind of saw that and was like, okay, maybe these not just your average everyday people that's just trying to be lyricists and do this, because the feedback we get from that project is crazy. So
what do you think about kind of that? Because you too are lyrical, you know, at the core of you're very lyrical. What do you think of the state of kind of music and how do you think lyricism is kind of on the back burner to a lot of these artists?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's on the back burner. It's just, well, yeah. I'll say it's pretty much on the back burner, but like, it's for every, you know, turn up rapper, it's probably maybe for every 5 turn up rappers, I say it's probably one like lyrical artist out. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's enough music for everybody nowadays. Yeah. I try not to focus on like what I don't necessarily care for as far as, you know, those type of artists. I don't knock them or whatever because they doing what they do need to do to feed their family. But you know what I'm saying? I do think that there should be a little bit more of a spotlight on, you know what I'm saying, the lyrical rappers, you know what I'm saying, that actually have messages and everything. But they have certain platforms that show that type of love to them, though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, even with the single that y'all just put out, was it Move It, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That one's very upbeat, very turn up.
Up tempo, it's kind of like that energy to make you want to get out and do something or kind of just be active. It has that vibe too.
How did that one kind of come about? You know, how did y'all do that one?
That one kind of came as far as from his producer. He kind of shot me the beat and with a hook on and was like, you know what I'm saying, how you feel about this? And I was like, that's going with, you know what I'm saying, the music that's trending now. This beat has that potential to, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and blend with that. And as far as the beat itself, I was telling him it kind of reminds me as far as the tempo as the G-Eazy, that G-Eazy track. So that's kind of where my delivery inspiration came from. I say since that's the tempo I'm getting, I'm going to go ahead and as far as my verse, I'm going to kind of incorporate that song into it. And because I kind of think future as far as writing. And so say, for example, how I implemented that into it. For DJs, they look for songs that are along the same tempo and something that they can play after another song. And with that song trending at the time, I was like, well, maybe if they play that G-Eazy song, if I could slide this to a DJ at the time, you know what I'm saying, they can, with the tempo already there, I can play this right after this track, you know what I'm saying, something like that. So that's how I was thinking when I wrote the verse, because like I was saying, my pop's a DJ, I was going to get it to him. I know he spins that G-Eazy track at parties and stuff, so that was kind of like a little marketing project.
Well, how did your, you know, input come in on that one? How did your verse come together?
Well, it was really just trying to step out of the comfort zone, do something a little different, you know what I'm saying? And my producer, Mark, you know what I'm saying, Mark Stevenson, I think the beat was on his SoundCloud page, and I did like two records with him on my last project. So I just started buying up everything on the SoundCloud, you know what I'm saying? Let me get exclusive rights to this, you know what I'm saying? Let me buy this from you. So that was one of the beats I had grabbed. And I actually wrote that shit while I was at work, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I was playing this shit in one of the work trucks, and I was like, man, hey, I think I got one. And I think when I was writing that is when I hit him up to do the collab tape, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause right after I had texted him, like, man, let's do the collab tape. Like, I bet. I think I sent the shit to him either later that day or the next day, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So kind of going back to you, at what time, you know, did you actually start taking music really serious and seeing that you had, you know, like a talent for this?
I would put that at about a 6 to 7 year mark. Around that time is when I took it serious, you know, started hitting Guitar Center, getting all my studio equipment, getting everything going to get my home production going. Because me personally, I'm all about doing everything independently. I reach out to a few people to get hands-on to assist, so I'm not doing so much work and don't burn myself out. But other than that, I'd say maybe about 6 years as far as just working on music hard and considering this a dream and career that I'm currently pursuing and making it a job.
What is that like learning curve, trying to learn, you know, all this equipment and stuff, trying to get into it? What is all that like?
Man, that is crazy because me personally, I have to take it step by step. I can't try to learn the mix and mastering process and backdoor the same day. Let me go ahead and look at some production as far as trying to produce a beat, because I'm currently trying to teach myself the production. I've got part of the mix and mastering down, so now I'm trying to get to the production side. But as far as trying to learn both of those at the same time, that's can't do it.
It's just two different worlds.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. You can't absorb all the information at once and then try to pertain it to both separately. It's hard.
So for somebody who's actually like really hands-on with everything, what is your favorite part of it? Is it the writing? Is it the recording? Is it the mixing?
I like the writing. I have a passion for the creating of the entire track or the entire project because I love to see the finished product. But as far as the mixing and mastering, that portion, I personally pre-mix and master a song to see how I want it to sound before I actually, say if I go to an actual studio and record it. That is where I get a lot of energy from. Like, I get hype as fuck from doing that shit, trying to find the energy and shit. That's where most of my energy come from right there, doing that. Because you find, oh, I'm going to do these ad-libs. I'm going to do this energy on the ad-libs. Or, oh, this is additional ad-libs. I can add this to the verse, little small stuff. So that's where most of the ideas and stuff come. You get your blueprint from your verses and writing and all that. But when you get the energy to start laying it down, that's when you really find out how you're going to construct a song.
So how was it kind of trying to put together like your first projects and stuff?
My first project, the autobiography of Contagious Poet, because I formerly used to go by Contagious, but switched my name to Shawn Keith. And my first project was the autobiography of Contagious Poet, and that was like 16 tracks, but it wasn't official tracks. It was just kind of like, like mixtape tracks, just remakes of certain songs. I had a few beats in there that weren't productions that were made by other people, but that project came about as far as I was working with a group at the time that we went by More Poets. And we were working on individual projects, and they were just kind of helping me, teaching me the game kind of, and showing me how to go about creating a project and how to officially get it done. So that's kind of how I started with the project thing, and now I'm kind of more so about being official. Now I'm to the point I won't drop a project unless it's official, and I can drop it iTunes. I have exclusive rights to it. That's the only way I drop it. I may drop if I have like leasing rights. I'll just put it on my SoundCloud or something, maybe for fans and stuff, but that's probably the only way I do my music now if it's official.
I'm sure a lot of people really don't understand, all the stuff that goes in the background of trying to put music out.
Exactly.
And trying to go through distributors and stuff. Going through like iTunes and stuff or putting them on SoundCloud, what do y'all like, what's easier?
I mean, that's not the hard part, to be honest. Getting, finding the right distributor can be hard.
Facts.
But as far as getting it to a distributor isn't that hard. I mean, yeah, they'll turn you around a few times, maybe if your artwork isn't up to par or some reason, say if you don't check your explicit marking a song is explicit, that can prolong you uploading the song. But other than that, I haven't personally came across no major issues. The hardest part is really just constructing a song and finding a song that's gonna bang when you do get it to the distributor.
What do you think? Just throwing it out there on SoundCloud or going through distributor and trying to do iTunes? And
The thing I was having issues with, like when I was just uploading music to SoundCloud, like people are lazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? If somebody don't already have SoundCloud on their phone, they're not gonna go download SoundCloud just to listen to. You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
A lot of people, man, shit, just hit me whenever it's on iTunes, bro. Like shit. I mean, it's on SoundCloud right now. You know what I'm saying? You can just click the link, bro. You don't even have to have the app. You can, you know what I'm saying? Click the link and it'll pop up in your browser. But shit, it's all about having everything accessible to everyone.
I've never thought about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've never thought about. I guess I've always been somebody who had SoundCloud, so I've never thought about.
Those who don't have
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. So whenever y'all were getting together for this tape, No Fear, when did this one drop? When did y'all drop this one?
like late December going into 2019, kind of starting the year off right.
Oh, okay. And other than just kind of like, let's do this project together, what was like kind of the reason for wanting to do it together?
Well, I feel like two people gearing towards the same goal, you know what I'm saying? That's always better, you feel me? Like, he may know some people or, you know what I'm saying, know some producers, et cetera, that I don't, and same vice versa, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt like trying to combine our fan base, you know what I'm saying? Like, get a few fans off him, he get a few fans off of me, you know what I'm saying? And just push forward, you know what I'm saying? That was the reason. And like shit, we had talks of doing music back in like 6th grade and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it was it was only right to do it. You know what I'm saying? We both from Port Arthur. You know what I'm saying? We both kind of grew up together in a sense. You feel me? So
How was that like in 6th grade? What was a 6th grade Earl the Monarch like?
Shit, all we really was doing was hooping, having fun. Chop, I mean, I don't know what people call it, different coasts. You chop, talk about each other, whatever you want to call it. But
shit, you know what I'm saying?
we chopped hella people up, even people in a circle. I mean, we was just goofy about it. We didn't care. We was all about having fun, playing basketball at the end of the day, and listening to some good-ass music. That's it.
Type shit.
So at that time, y'all were still talking about like music and
Yeah.
were y'all? You said you're going by a different name.
Yeah, I went by Contagious. But
What?
in Port Arthur, they know me as Lil Shop.
Okay, but well, why did you change your name from Contagious?
I felt I was growing, and further down the line, I didn't want to be still called Contagious. Say if you're a 30-year-old artist and you feel that you've matured and you're in your man stage of your life, you don't want to be somebody out here calling, hey, look Contagious now. I'd rather be called my government name.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So 6th grade, y'all were chopping it up, trying to do this music stuff. So many years later, y'all actually got this project out. Do y'all feel like y'all styles kind of like mesh really good together, or?
I think so. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I often say I think it do, and even as far as feedback, everybody tells us, they like how we go back and forth because you get two different energies.
Mhm.
So it kind of gives you the full feel for a song. You get one aspect, and then you get another aspect, and after that, you have a full construction of the song from
Facts.
two different aspects.
And then I feel like y'all came in here, y'all got good energy together. I feel like y'all are able to give constructive criticism whenever y'all need to.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And we do it. Like if we send a verse, we be like, so how you feel about this? He done told me a few times, if it's a hook, nah, the hook ain't there, the tone ain't there, or this ain't there. So I'll touch it up a few times. He'll be like, all right, there we go, we got it. So you know what I'm saying? Constructive criticism isn't nothing.
Still show up and still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So in this project, what was kind of y'all's favorite personal songs, that y'all liked?
Damn, I ain't never thought about that. You can go ahead.
Shit.
I got it pulled up. We got No Fear, Glass House, Twisted Love, Nerds and G's, Move It, Underground Kings, Just Saying, Texas Nights.
Man, I probably have to say No Fear, Nerds and the G's, and Glass House might be my favorite records off the tape.
Why?
No Fear because I feel like we just went in on that motherfucker. That was a great way to start off the project.
Yeah, it sets the tone for the rest of the project.
You feel me? And Nerds and the G's. It's funny because that was maybe one of the first records wrote off the tape, and we almost didn't even keep it. You know what I'm saying? Because we
Just wasn't messing with it like that.
I sent it to him. He sent his verse back quick as hell, and it was cool. Like the song itself, it was cool, and I think I did some mixing and mastering and changed some shit around. And once I sent it off to get mixed and they sent it back, I'm like, man, we gotta keep this shit. This shit hard. You know what I'm saying? I just like the whole process of how we made it from it's cool to this shit hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
How long was the process actually, for this album? How long were y'all actually working on it for?
Man, actually, we started in maybe February last year, and we just had a few things that kind of held us up. You know what I'm saying? The project was actually supposed to be a little longer than that. It was a few songs. We had the song recorded, just waiting for it to get mixed and mastered, and then we didn't get the exclusive rights to the beat, or they actually sold the beat or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the last song to get finished was "Twisted Love," and it was one of them. The song was actually on a whole different beat, and it was one of them beats that already had the hook on it. And I was like, man, let me check and see if they already got some songs on this shit already. And there was one song, and they had a video for it in there. That shit was garbage.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, fuck that shit, bro. We need to find something else.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting with my producer Mark. He crafted up a beat for us. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we kept our verses and shit. He smashed the hook. You know what I'm saying? So
That must be really weird if you're just have the beat, you already got it all finished, and then somebody else is already using it and has a whole video and stuff.
yeah, that shit sucked, bro. I ain't gonna
And
lie.
you said it was trash. You didn't.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't like it?
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Do you remember who it was by, or?
Nah, I don't remember. I don't even remember the name.
names. No.
Well, y'all made a better song.
Yeah,
Facts.
for sure.
Facts.
So, what is your favorite songs on the project?
My favorite, I would probably, like you say, No Fear for sure. As far as, like you say, it just set the tone. We came in, we just crashed that bitch. And then Glass House is pretty dope because I brought a different lyrical me to the table. I brought the vibe of a new me that I'm currently working on that I was kind of skeptical on bringing out so soon. It's kind of a lyrical to where I'm being lyrical but still melodizing with it. So it's kind of something different I was testing it. And then when I did it, I was like, man, I fucks with this so tough. And people was hearing it on the track and they saw the video. They was like, yo, that verse was dope. Hella people talk to me with the, of course, you sound like Andre 3000. You remind me of 3 Stacks, but that's one of my favorite verses.
That's a great comparison, though.
I mean, yeah.
He's one of the GOATs. So I mean,
appreciate that. Yeah.
If you could even sound like him, but in your own way, that's an amazing comparison.
Yeah. Facts.
So I mean, that's a new sound that you're trying to develop and bring out into future music, or
yeah, I'm actually trying to master it now. I do it when you hear my project I'm working on currently. It's called The Monopoly Effect. I'm working on it now. There's a lot more of it that's done in there. I'm kind of testing it, seeing how the fans like it. That's going to determine if I'm going the right direction with it. And that's something with me. I kind of let my fans determine as far as where my music's going, if I'm going in the right direction or if I'm going towards the wrong direction with it. And they'll let me know. So,
do you got any new music you're working on, or?
Yeah, I'm working on my album as well. It's called The Blue Tape.
Okay.
We're actually about to do a video for the single next Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's featuring an artist out of Houston named Blake Break.
Never heard of him. I'm gonna look into him.
Yeah.
I'm always liking to look into new music, new artists.
Yeah, he's dope. Yeah, he real dope. You know what I'm saying?
So this new music you got coming out, when can people start expecting it and all that?
I have a few singles out currently. Ballin' and Larry Bird are currently available on all major platforms. I got a video coming up as well, video shoot on Friday before his video shoot for Ballin'. And I'm finna get that taken care of. I may throw a little sneak preview of a song in there as well, coming from the project. So, but as of what's out now, I have Ballin' and Larry Bird from the project, and Move It, of course. So, because Move It is going on both our projects.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? You got any dates or anything, or?
I'm thinking maybe like June. I'm getting a lot of these songs back in the mixing and mastering. It's done completely as far as like recording, but I'm getting a lot of these songs back on mixing and mastering. That shit sounded fucking crazy. Because it's always great whenever you have something and then somebody makes it like better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
better than you expected or something?
Yeah. I'm real excited. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, I'm ready to listen to it. I'm ready.
Yeah.
So with this No Fear tape, going into it, did y'all kind of have like an idea of what it was gonna be like or anything? Any
Not
kind
really.
of no
we didn't have a
concept
structure
or?
for it. Yeah, no structure, nothing for it. We kind of just went at it with some singles to see what was gonna set the tone. After that, we listened to it, and then I think actually when we did that No Fear song, I'm not sure, did we have a No Fear title before or after the No Fear song?
Nah, it was I think we titled it just after we had did the record. You know
Okay.
Because that was probably one of the dopest tracks on there. Like as far as just that would set a tone. So I think that's probably why we went with No Fear
type shit.
So who did the cover art for this one? Because I like that one.
Her name Alice Adorno.
Okay.
She's supposed to be doing the cover art for my new single too as well. So you know what I'm saying, like she real cool. Actually, we had issues with how we was talking about distributors and shit.
Yeah.
We had issues with putting out the tape at first because it was supposed to be titled No Fear EP, and they told us it was too many songs on the project to be labeled as an EP, so we had to take EP off of the cover. You know, some people like they don't even open DMs and shit. So you know what I'm saying. I hit her up and like, hey man, I need this quick favor, real quick. You know what I'm saying? Can you take off EP off the cover? Thank God we had already established like a type of business relationship. You know what I'm saying? And she took it off for me, and we got it back. I think the same day. You know what I'm saying?
That's really weird. 'Cause to this day, I still don't really know the backing to EPs, LPs, mixtapes, and why like it had too many songs to be an EP. What's considered an EP?
EP is usually like 3 records.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And it kind of just got lost in the, you know what I'm saying, over the course of music and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So the songs that didn't make it onto here, was there, did y'all like those that y'all were gonna be?
Yeah.
They just didn't get like mixed
Yeah,
and just didn't get finished in time.
One. This was actually one of my favorite songs off the tape. It had issues like with the beat. It was one we just didn't have exclusive rights, and it's a production company named Dream Life, and they're pretty popular. You know what I'm saying? We had a song called "Luster for the Moment" with another singer named Alon Noel, and Dream Life they real big. So you know what I'm saying? It's been a few times I've heard somebody else with the same beat as me. It'd be different songs, like, you know what I'm saying? They craft their own hooks. You know what I'm saying? Completely different songs, but I kind of got tired of hearing other people with the same beat as me. That's why I kind of linked in with Mark, so I can have, you know what I'm saying, like in-house producer type shit.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
So what are y'all gonna do with those? Y'all just shelf them, or?
Some of them, you know, some of them was his production, some was my production. So I'm just really sitting on them. I haven't determined on what I'm gonna do with mine yet. I don't know. I know they're not going on my project. They may come out as a single a little later, but I'm not sure yet.
So where can everybody find y'all's, you know, social medias and everything?
Instagram, Earl_the Monarch. Facebook, Earl the Monarch. EarlTheMonarch.com. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm Shawn Keith Music at everything. Shawn Keith, ShawnKeith.
Shawn Keith Music, Earl the Monarch. Man, go check out the No Fear project. Is there anything that y'all want to let everybody know? Anything?
Yeah. We got 2 shows South by Southwest. March 11th, we at Scratch House for the Smoke Out 4. And then March 12th, we are at Cheers Shot Bar for Rock the Rooftop. And then April 25th, we in Arizona at Pub Rock, opening up for Josh A. and Jake Hill. You know
Wow. Arizona.
Yeah.
That's going to be a whole different
vibe, a whole different fan base, everything.
Crazy.
You got anything?
I mean, like you say, we got the shows coming up. As far as what I have going, I mean, you can get everything, familyoverfoes.com. We got merchandise. Like I said, I did bring you a shirt. You know what I'm saying? We get shirts, working on more merch.
Look at that, everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
It's lit.
FamilyOverFoes.com.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a link to that in the bottom. Let everybody head over there. Copy some shit, man.
Yeah,
I
you know
appreciate
what I'm saying?
that.
No problem, man. Shout out the rest of the Family Over Foes crew.
Dang, I like it. I'm gonna wear it right now.
Appreciate that.
I'm gonna put it on for my next interview.
Yeah.
I ain't even to throw out mine that will be coming out soon. I got these coming out very soon.
All right. I'll make sure I get one of them for sure.
But man, Earl the Monarch, Shawn Keith, I appreciate y'all for coming in.
Appreciate you having us, man.
Hey man, I'm gonna definitely get this one out so everybody can know where the shows are for the music and everything. I'm gonna get it out, coming out this week. Appreciate y'all, man.
I appreciate you again for having us, man.
Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Stay slumped.
You know what I'm saying?
Pinky rings and diamond chain. Yeah. Got me feeling like an underground king.